hope the above suggestions meet with your approval, and I anxiously await your reply. Yours very truly, etc., etc.
Larry, it's a great day. I bet if we left right now, we could be on the old golf course by noon.
Golf? You out of your mind? You better start thinking about that Waterhouse account.
I don't need to. I'm on a lucky streak. Everything I do seems to turn out all right.
Yeah, well, I've yet to see luck replace hard work.
Well, this is a very special lucky streak.
Oh, come off it, Darrin. There's no such thing as a lucky streak.
You want me to prove it? Let's see. Betty, would you mind telling me where you were born?
Why, Minneapolis.
I bet you weren't.
I beg your pardon?
I said, I bet you weren't born in Minneapolis.
Mr. Stephens, it's right on my birth certificate.
Well, why don't you call up your mother right now and find out?
Darrin, you're being ridiculous.
Would you like to bet me $10?
Make it 25.
Good. Betty, call your mother.
I know I was born.
Come on, Betty. Sit down. Use my phone. There is no such thing as a lucky streak. Go on, Betty.
Hello, Mom. How are you? Fine. Mother, I have to ask you something that you might find a little strange. I was born in Minneapolis, wasn't I? What? Where? Why? Are you sure? Mom, I know you were there, too. No, I am not distrusting your word, Mother. Bye.
Well?
I was born in St. Paul.
Well, what about your birth certificate?
It's wrong. I was born while Mother was visiting in St. Paul, but the family doctor was from Minneapolis, and that's where he registered my birth.
$25, Larry.
Mr. Tate, if it's all right with you, I think I need my lunch break now.
You go right ahead, Betty.
Betty, better take your umbrella. It's going to rain.
Rain? Come off it, Darrin. There isn't a cloud in the sky.
Mr. Tate, if it's all the same to you, I'll take the umbrella.
Good girl.
Now, if you can get your mind off your lucky streak for a moment, I want to tell you that the first layout for the Waterhouse account has to be ready by the 15th. And if I were you, I'd get started on it right away and not trust to luck. I tell you, Sam, I'm worried about him. I thought I'd better tell you before he got home.
Tell me what?
Well, he's suddenly convinced himself that he's infallible. He's been going around making the craziest bets. He thinks he has some sort of strange power.
Well, that doesn't sound like Darrin. Larry, are you sure you're not exaggerating?
Sam, he just wanted to bet me that he could make the sun come out at midnight.
You're not exaggerating. Well, when did all this start?
Well, I first noticed him behaving strangely when I told him he had the Waterhouse account. He shouted something about not having his life run by his wife. Sam, you don't think he's on the verge of a nervous breakdown, do you?
No, Larry. I don't think that's what he's on the verge of.
Then why is he acting as if he had a charmed life?
Well, I wouldn't worry about it if I were you. I'm sure by tomorrow he'll be back to normal. Bye. He didn't even ask me if I'd used witchcraft. He tried me, judged me, and sentenced me without even giving me a chance to defend myself.
Oh, it reminds me of the old days in Salem. As a matter of fact, he even looks like the judge who sentenced your poor old Aunt Agnes to this day.
How could he doubt me? How could he think he'd gotten that job through witchcraft?
Well, please give him credit for having the sense to realize that he didn't get it because of his brain.
There's only one thing to do. Teach him a lesson.
Excellent. Now, that is excellent. Why not turn him into a dinosaur? A salamander, or perhaps you might...
No, Mother, I'm going to do it my way.
Well, all right, dear. But don't overlook the dinosaur. The neighbors might get quite a kick out of it.
I have a better idea.
Oh, Tabitha, your daddy's gonna be awfully proud of you this evening.
Imagine pointing at your age. Hi, sweetheart.
Hi, darling. Hello, Tabitha. Did you have a nice day today?
Well, we had a very important day today. Darling, you have a most unusual daughter.
Oh, what makes you say that?
Well, not many little girls can do what she did at her age.
Well, what did she do that was so unusual?
She pointed at that lamp.
What did it do? The lamp.
Well, lamps don't do anything.
But she pointed at it.
Oh, Darrin, this has nothing to do with witchcraft. She simply pointed at the lamp. I thought you'd be pleased.
I am pleased. And very relieved.
Well, all right. I'll go and fix dinner. And you hang on to her for a while, huh?
Okay. Sweetheart, I apologize for accusing you of having any hocus pocus with that there lamp. Sam? Sam!
What's the matter?
Honey, it must have been a delayed reaction. The lamp, the lamp, it went on by itself.
Oh, Darrin.
Well, then how do you explain how it went on?
Well, I can't exactly explain it technically. It's a big mystery to me, too.
It is?
Yes. But as I walked out of the room, I flicked this switch right here, and the light went on.
Oh, is that all?
Is that all? Well, I think that's remarkable. Look. Off. On. Now, that's what I call magic. Well, have you recovered from the marvels of electricity yet?
Thank you. And don't rub it in. Anything else happen today?
Oh, I forgot to tell you. Gladys Kravitz telephoned. She wants us to come over and watch television.
How come?
Oh, well, it's kind of a special occasion. You remember Gladys's brother, Louis?
How could I ever forget Louis Gruber, the chicken fiddler?
Well, he isn't chicken anymore. He's played a number of concerts, and tonight he's making his debut on national television.
He owes it all to you, Sam.
All he needed was a little confidence.
And you sure gave it to him.
Much against your wishes, as I recall.
You were pregnant at the time.
And he didn't want me overexerting my nose?
No. Well, let's just hope this evening is not as disastrous as the last time we visited the Kravitzes.
It was a bit of a fiasco, wasn't it?
It all started with the banana cake, as I remember. Honey, do I really have to wear a tie?
Yes, you have to wear a tie and hurry up. We'll be late.
I'd like to be about 3 days late for this thing. I'll probably sit around all night listening to him play the violin.
I hope he does play. He's supposed to be very talented. Miss Kravitz said so.
Well, what do you expect Mrs. Kravitz to say about her own brother? You should hear what Mr. Kravitz said.
That reminds me. I promised to take a banana cake over for dessert.
Why?
Well, evidently Louis is a big eater. Besides, I know you like my banana cake better than Mrs. Kravitz's.
Well, at least you peel the bananas.
It looks marvelous. What recipe did you use?
Oh, it was one of those instant mixes.
Hello, neighbors.
Hi.
Hi.
Louis will be down in a minute.
I can't wait.
Oh, please sit down, sit down. Louis said that if he's in the mood, he'll play for us tonight.
Oh, that's marvelous.
And if she's in the mood, she'll dance. Go ahead. Get your tambourine.
Louis is only here once a year.
Like locusts.
It's only a stopover. He's going on tour very soon.
On tour of relatives. He goes from one to the other. With an open hand and open mouth.
He happens to be a brilliant violinist. A genius of the first magnitude. Buffalo Daily Record.
Oh.
Ask her if he wakes. Go ahead, ask her.
He's just between engagements.
26 years between engagements. He should go out and get a job.
He can't get an ordinary job. He'd hurt his hands.
And let him take a job with his feet.